Okay, we're starting without sound because I made a minor mistake. I recorded an episode for however long, and so we're gonna kind of catch you up with what's going on because I don't feel like replaying it, and I don't know why I didn't record. So basically, what happened in the last episode is we kept walking. We walked into a town, and this town basically, you know, just normal town, same as kind of like the same as that last one. And we went to go get buy some things, and the tax was really high, so it was like 37 coins, which I don't know how their system works. And so then we go to find Zach, and he finds the tax really high, and we find out the guards are threatening the shopkeepers that the taxes are so high. And then basically we go to the mayor's office, and we find out the treasurer's doing it. He's using a thing called shadow magic, which can control people's bad emotions, basically bring out the worst in people. And yeah, basically we did that. We got some shots on the treasurer. I blocked the shot from hitting Leanna. Then I got up. We ate some deer stew. We got a free night at the inn and free food. The mayor was very thankful for us saving him from the treasurer's wrath. So was most of the townsfolk. We basically did that. Zach wouldn't let me in his room. He tucked his pistols into the bed. And yeah, Leanna wouldn't let me in the room either. Kind of sucks that I didn't record it, and I was going to redo it, but you know, I was having a lot of fun with that episode, which kind of upsets me. And if I redo it, I don't think I'm going to be as fun as I once was. So we're gonna do this episode, and hopefully I caught you up well enough. I don't think you missed that much, but it's still kind of saddening that I lost that recording. Thank you, OBS. I really appreciate your love and care. I'm really woken by the boisterous yells as I blink my eyes up and I see the pongo planted on Zach's face. What's going on? Zach leaps up the bed, continues scolding the pongo, scurries under the pillow. I think you scared him.
Get out of there!
He snatches the pillow and reveals the pongo contently blobbing over his discharges. The pongo's eyes are slitted shut, and he wears a silly grin.
Don't even think about it.
Zach scoops up his discharger and forcefully gives them a shake. The pongo's eyes snap open as he wobbles in the air, clinging for dear life. Zach doesn't cease his shaking, and somehow the pongo seems to be hanging on. His small body jiggles up and down as he finally bounces to the floor. He glares daggers at Zach, who is too busy inspecting his discharges to notice. There's a sharp knock on the door. Barely comprehending what's going on, I shovels the door and open it and crack.
I heard yelling. Is everything
He cuts off mid-sentence and her eyes grow wide. I look behind me and Zach to see dangling his discharges high in the air while Pongo leaps up to reach it.
These aren't for you to absorb.
Boy! I'll just wait for you guys downstairs.
Before I can answer, she turns around and walks away. I can't blame her for that. I close the door and start getting dressed. A long while later, I emerge from the room, and Pongo's sitting in my head. Zach has his dischargers back in their holsters and shoulders his back. We head downstairs and meet Leanna, who is waiting at one of the tables.
Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah. As long as that thing doesn't come near my dischargers again.
Boy.
Pongo sticks out his tongue. Leanna speaks before the two of them can start again.
Alright, then let's hit the road.
Okie dokie. Still salty I lost that recording. Damn it. I hate redoing. Well, not redoing it, but, you know, I feel like you guys are in the know, you know? And now what am I supposed to do? Damn it. I could rewind a bit, but damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Our rest of the journey towards Lumia is peaceful, yet uneventful. The Pongo snoozes on my head for most of the way there. Leanna frequently sneaks a peek at him and smiles to herself. Zach keeps himself and continues to be in the lead of fewish lines spoken. By midday, I can see the stone buildings of Lumia. We make it through the city gates without incident. Holy fuck, dicks. Unlike the quaint houses of Meadow Hill Village, Lumia is built taller and grander. There's more noise of people fill the streets. Zach stares down a side street.
This is me.
Crane my neck and peer into the alcove.
It's a shortcut to the inn.
Yeah, nods.
Safe travels. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
Good luck at the Mage Academy.
He heads into the alley. Do you think we'll see him again? She shrugs.
Mercenaries have a way of just popping up. Let's keep moving. The Mage Academy is straight ahead, closer to the center of town.
You mean this giant fucking building? She points to a looming tower with a high steeple. As we get closer, I see that tower is attached to a castle. Whoa, you studied here?
Yep.
It definitely looks prestigious. She notices my wonder.
What's your academy like?
Shit. But it's school! Liberal arts college. Normal university. I shrug. As usual, there's a lot of students all studying different majors, but we all have required core courses. Damn it. Core courses which we have to complete before branching into our majors. You know,
That sounds similar to the Mage Academy. Everyone here must learn magic and casting. But after that, we are able to choose a discipline.
I'll show you some discipline. Like becoming a mage knight?
Yeah, that's right.
We begin making our way down the grand streets of Illumia. Once we arrive at the academy, Leanna pushes right through the wrought iron gates and leads me across the expensive quad. Students pass in flocks, chatting animately. Each of them wears a nearly identical long cloaks, differing only in color. Leanna glances excitedly at a girl wearing the white cloak. Do you know her?
No, but we're in the same house.
What does that mean?
You can tell by her cloak. White means she's learning wind magic.
What if you learn all of them? Earth, wind, fire, water. I pay more attention to the specific colors. There's white, red, blue, and green. So I'm assuming wind, fire, water, and earth. I bet you can guess the color. I bet I can guess what colors represent what. Wind is the white, Leanna nods, red is fire, blue is water, and green is earth. She grins.
Got it.
Bam! I've watched Avatar that one time. Speaking of Avatar, Avatar's a great anime, fucking watch it. I haven't watched Legend of Korra because it looks like shit. We walk past an enclosed field. A young man spouting a green cloak holds a book in one hand and with his other hand aims his manipulator straight ahead of him. He's like, "Hiya! Damn it!" His mouth is pressed in concentration and beats a sweat line his forehead. After a few tense minutes, the earth rumbles beneath him and dirt spikes shoot out of the ground. That was this, bro!
Come on!
Leah pulls my arm, reverting my attention back to the task at hand. We enter the east wing of the castle into an open foyer. There are only a scattering of students wandering these halls, and most of them are accompanied by an adult wearing long black robes. I assume they must be professors. Oh, that's a pretty sight.
Professor Orin.
He turns to sound his name and matches Leanna's grin.
Leanna, one of my best and brightest. What a pleasant surprise.
She smiles bashfully at the compliment.
It's great to see you again.
What brings you to the academy?
Actually, I'm here on official business. I'm sure you've heard of the random concentrations of magical energy by now.
He nods.
Well, I found someone who was directly impacted.
She gestures to me. I shift Dr. His gaze falls to me. Although he looks intently at me, I sense his curiosity.
What exactly do you mean by impacted?
I was investigating a report of unusual magic energy in Meadowhill, and it turns out the concentrated energy originated from him.
Professor Orrin raises a skeptical eyebrow.
That level of energy would tear a human apart from the inside. Are you sure you weren't mistaken?
My manipulator read the energy level. Maybe we can use the Academy's equipment to scan him again.
Yes, let's do that.
She's gonna see my magic. He motions for us to follow him and then turns down the hallway. We arrive at a spacious room. There's a large device at the end of the room which is separated by a wall of glass. The device has two panels on the side which stretch up about 8 feet off the ground. On the other side of the room, a handful of students and professors. Oi! They consistently focus their manipulators on what I assume to be magical tests, and every so often I jot down notes. A couple of pongos openly roam around the room, which mostly ignored by the people. If one wanders a little too close to Crystal, a student chases it away, otherwise they leave each other be. I thought you said pongos weren't really welcome in society. Leanna looks fondly around the room, a reminiscent smile on her
They
face.
aren't, but mages tend to like them. Pongos absorb residue energy on the mage from casting, which is surprisingly nice. Kind of feels like a gentle massage.
Professor Oren gives her a soft nudge.
Go ahead.
She nods and turns to
We're
me.
gonna take another scan of you now.
You're talking about that huge thing behind the glass, right?
Yeah, it looks intimidating, but it functions the same way as my manipulator.
Alright. One of the students leads me to the device and has me stand between two panels. There's a crystal mounted on top of each panel. As he closes the glass door behind him, the quiet mumbling of voices is muted into silence. A beam of soft light and mist between the crystals and slowly descends towards my head, passing through my torso and disappearing at my feet. Once the light is gone, the same student lets me back into the room. Professor Oren looks grave while Leanna's mouth is pressed into a firm frown.
This can't be right. Maybe we should scan him again.
Leanna, the levels that you reported would have killed this young man.
Even so, how is it possible that this scan shows he has 0 magical energy?
She holds our manipulator just when we first met, and a pale light glows. Unlike initial meeting, she holds it close to me, and the light remains unchanged. Face falls. Professor Oren pulls a comforting hand on her
Had
shoulder.
you just cast it? Perhaps it was magical residue which you had read. As you know, that tends to slowly leave the body after each magic use.
Shakes her head.
It was too high a reading to just be residue.
Oh yeah, we'll defend her. Fuck, why not? Last time Leanna used her scanner thing on me, that gently glowing light was pulsing like crazy, like it was almost flatlined, it was beeping so much. Professor Oren seems intrigued.
And perhaps it was a faulty reading from your manipulator.
Perhaps.
I can hear the skepticism in her voice. It seemed to be working fine before. Leanna shakes her head as if asking me not to continue.
I should get back to my students, but I hope I get to see you again.
Fuck you, Grandpa. Professor Oren gives Leanna's shoulder one last comforting squeeze before he leaves. While our discussions had been taking place, and us Pongos would watch me with interest, the green one would start to gravitate towards us. Maybe he's interested in Leanna's magic? But then why does it look like he's heading towards me? Look down at my feet and see a wobbly blue friend at my feet. Hey, you're back! He bounces on the ground and fixes me with a wide smile. Suddenly he stops and stares at the green Pongo, who blinks back at him. He hops towards and grins.
Poi, poi, poi,
My Pongo's eyes widen.
poi, poi.
The green Pongo grins and hops away, and my Pongo follows it. I have no idea what just happened, but why do I feel warm and fuzzy inside? As Pongos run off, a professor in a wheelchair rolls towards us. Although he lost his hair, he doesn't seem as old as some of the others.
Leanna.
She doesn't bother containing her surprise.
Professor Xavier!
Yeah, Professor Xavier? What am I thinking? Wait, your name's Professor Xavier? He blinks.
Yes. Have we met before?
Professor Xavier teaches the effects magic has on the human body, including any genetic mutations from frequent use of magic channeling.
My eyes grow wide as I gape at him. Professor X teaches about mutants! The two of them share a concerned glance.
Professor,
Damn
is
it.
there something I can help you with?
Leanna, how high was your original energy reading?
In the thousands.
The crease in his brow pondered
Tell
quietly.
me, are you familiar with the theory of temporal rifts?
Leanna and I both shake our
In
heads.
the most basic sense, a temporal rift occurs when the fabric of the universe is torn. In the midst of this tear, there is a moment where the parallel worlds overlap.
Leanna and I glance sharply at each other. Be possible to cross between these
It
worlds?
may be in theory, but it'd be very difficult. After all, that type of travel between worlds would require an immense amount of energy. An amount that no human would be able to manipulate and survive. That's why most elders have dismissed this as nonsense. But listening to all that's been said today, it coincides quite closely with this theory.
For the first time since we arrived at school, I begin to feel a glimmer of hope. What more can you share about this
Well,
theory?
not much, I'm afraid. As I said, most consider it to be either nonsense or too inconsequential to waste their time on. Although there is one man who spent his life developing and researching this theory. He used to be an instructor of this academy.
Is he still in Illumia?
Unfortunately, he left many years ago in search of Ember Mist.
Yeah, purses her
A
lips.
hidden city.
He nods. So I'm guessing it'll be hard to find. Before he can respond, a student with 2 long pigtails strides over.
Please allow me to accompany you on your quest.
Well, hello there. Professor Xavier replies sternly.
Absolutely not.
Could you elaborate on your disapproval? This is an excellent opportunity to further my research and education.
And I only speak like an automaton half the time.
This is not a Mage Academy-sponsored expedition, so there won't be mages around to protect you. It's a dangerous journey, especially given the fact that no one knows the location of Ember Mist.
The girl stays silent. I can practically see the cogs in her head spinning as she compliments his work. Then she nods.
Understood.
As soon as she finishes speaking, she turns her heel and walks away. Oh, what just
Pay
happened?
her no mind. That's just how she is.
Who is she?
That's Amelia Estelle, the university's prodigy. She's only a teenager, but already a mage caster, which means she can manipulate 2 different elements at the same time.
I flash her a grateful smile for an automatically explaining what a mage caster is. Guessing a mage caster is a little older than a teen. Yeah, grins.
Just a little. Most mage casters are in their 40s.
Eyes wide. She must really be something special then.
Anyway, thank you for all of your help, Professor.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more helpful, but I wish you the best of luck on...
If they're saying goodbye, the wheelchair moves on its own and pushes him out of the room. What, does the wheelchair just move by itself?
Not quite. He's using wind magic to push it along.
The more I see magic in use, the more I wish I could
What
use
did
it.
you think of everything the professor said?
Sounds exactly what happened to me. We should find out this Ember Mist City and talk to the professor there. She nods.
Unfortunately, no one knows how to get there.
Just fuck in the
Let's stop
meantime.
by the inn. Since it's a hub for travelers from all over, there's bound to be someone who knows something.
That sounds like her best course of action. Once agreed, Leanna leads the way out of the academy. I follow her through the twisting roads of Illumia. We asked why we were taking so many turns, and she said she wanted to avoid the marketplace, which would be so crowded with people we wouldn't be able to walk through. Soon we reached the inn, where the place is a lot larger than any other we've stayed at so far. It looks exactly the same! The place is fairly busy for this time of day, and only a couple of tables are open. Per usual, Leanna speaks with the innkeeper. I see him point towards a couple by the fireplace. When she returns, she drops a key in my hand.
Here's the key to your room. I figured you're going to be spending the night here.
Oh, sorry about that. And now as I pocket my
The
key.
innkeeper doesn't know how to get to Ember Mist, but he says that couple comes from the far desert. They might know.
Maybe we should split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Good idea. I'll go talk to that couple first.
Okay. Leanna walks up. I survey the room. Ask the cute girl. Ask group of adventurers. Ask the lone in the corner. Let's ask the loner. The loner types usually travel the world, don't they? I approach him, the man sitting alone in the corner in the end. His head is down as he nurses a tankard. Once I get close, I recognize him. Zach? His head shoots up and he stares at me with his familiar stick.
It's you.
You, finished wherever you came here to do? Cool. You're still just as talkative as...
Finish up at the academy?
Yeah, what's
Mages
interesting.
usually are.
Well, tell me about the city of Ember Mist. Zach snorts.
Sending you on a wild goose chase, huh?
I guess that means you don't know where it is either?
Nope.
Well, it was worth a shot. Alright, well, good seeing you. He nods. Ask group of adventurers. I approach the table of misfits. The guys look like they're well traveled. There's a tall, bulky man wearing fur boots and a loincloth. And very little else. His muscles ripper as he takes a swing from his tankard. Besides him is a short and stout bearded man. Gold is entwined in his braided beard, and scar runs from his bald head down to his cheek. Last man of the choir is a little blonde, elegant man. A bow slung on his back, and a glossy hair spills around it. Hey there. Ooh. blonde man grins while the other two peer at me.
Well, aren't you a tall, refreshing drink of water? I'm Randall, but you can call me Randy.
I'm getting a bad feeling from you, Randy. He winks. Nope, I'm out of here. I'm going to continue talking to them because they might know things about things. Well then. Hi, I'm Tom. I hope I'm not intruding. I just had a quick
Not
question.
at all. Ask away.
Do any of you know how to get to the city of Ember Mist? Randall
Do you
laughs.
still believe in those fairy tales? Ember Mist is just a myth.
What if it isn't? I think it's a real place. The bald man
The
frowns.
city's underground.
This time the hulking barbarian corrects
You
him off.
believe in it too?
Of course not. But if it did exist, it would be underground. Otherwise, why hasn't anyone been able to find it?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Says the person too dumb to wear clothes.
I'm wearing clothes!
Your underwear doesn't count.
The two continue to bicker as Randall tries to soothe them both. I slowly back away. That wasn't very helpful. Looks like I'm not having much work. I wonder how Leanna's doing. Judging from our pout, she had just as much success as I did. We make our way back to the bar.
Greetings.
Ah, fuck my ass. Amelia waits for us by the bar. I'm starting to see the presence. Leanna looks just as
What
shocked.
are you doing here?
I've come to accompany you on your journey.
You don't know where the fuck it is!
Professor Xavier made it very clear that you were to stay at the academy.
His logic is rational, but my presence and assistance is far more beneficial for you than it is for me to remain at the academy.
I don't like your, like, 1,000-yard stare going on. What assistance?
I am aware of the location of Ember Mist.
How is that possible?
How I know is irrelevant.
As much as I like to trust random hot chicks I find at schools, this is a very bad way. I'm feeling I'm gonna have Chris Hansen walk in and sit me down and tell me what my intentions were for tonight. Alright, if you know, then tell us where it
I will
is.
gladly impart this knowledge into you should you accept me as a travel companion.
But the academy won't let you go.
She shrugs.
If I cannot go, then I suppose neither can you.
Yeah, bites her lip, but I can tell she's torn. Should let her
We
join.
shouldn't go against a direct order from the Mage Academy.
What other choice do we have? She frowns. Nobody at this inn knows the location. I doubt we'll find anyone else who can tell us how to get there. Are you really willing to go with this lead? He runs her hands through her hair, and as she thinks, she steals a glance at Amelia, who watches us with hawk eyes. And then Lean expressions, and she nods.
Fine. You can come with us. But only on the condition that you let us bring extra protection.
Don't worry, I've brought all the protection you can possibly need.
That is a logical conclusion. I am not opposed to it.
Alright. I'll see if I can find some mages last minute.
No!
Both Leanne and I stare at Amelia,
Mages will alert the Academy of our proposal.
and they wouldn't let us go.
Correct.
I suppose that makes sense.
She taps a finger in her chin.
I guess the only other option is to hire a mercenary.
Great grin. I have just the person in mind. I lead the two of them as Rock
Hey,
is like,
Zach!
woo! We're bringing him again! Woo! You better say yes, you sour puss bitch.
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
We were feeling a little bit of separation anxiety. Right, Zach cracks a
I'm
smile.
actually here to do business.
Zach cocks his head
You
slowly.
have my attention.
We need protection for our newest companion.
She nods towards Amelia, who merely stares at Zach and gives her a once
Isn't
over.
she a mage?
Yes, but a student.
That is not an accurate description. I am,
He glares at her.
A student.
while not untrue, I have fulfilled the necessary curriculum to be considered.
Amelia!
Leanna's clearly exasperated. Amelia cocks her head to the side and studies Leanna's curiosity. She was ready to fucking dick her dumbass. Anyway, what we're trying to ask is if you're, are you for hire and will you accept the job? Zach pauses and takes a long swing from his drink and looks for me and to Amelia, then pauses again. Finally, he nods.
All right.
Really? That's great. We're headed to Ember Mist.
Zach raises an eyebrow
You
at me.
found someone who knows the way.
Yep. I point to Amelia.
Interesting.
And right now, we have our team. What do we
There's
do
no
now?
point in beginning our journey when the sun is almost gone.
So we're gonna fuck? That's true.
I should return to the academy before my disappearance is observed.
I am very, like... You give me a weird-ass vibe.
Good idea. We can reconvene here tomorrow morning.
The three of us leave Zach alone and Amelia heads out of the inn. Just as she leaves, a group of young adults burst in. They laugh loudly and their cheeks flustered as if they're dancing, running honeysuckle flowers on each of their heads. Damn hippies. Yeah, I guess.
The festival!
Festival?
Yeah, it's a celebration of the spring equinox. Do you want to go check it out?
Hell yeah. Sounds fun. Yeah,
It
Glens.
is. It's one of my favorite festivals.
Like, I lose my key and then we get like sleep together, then we just bone a little. I mean, bone a lot. Things at the end, although the moon has trade places with the sky and the sun, the streets are still bustling with people. Leanna and I follow the crowd until we reach the town square. That's pretty. Colored strings of crystal lights hang from the large cherry trees lining the perimeter of the square. Their lights spill soft rainbows on the smiling faces of the townsfolk. The heavenly aroma of the species and grilled meat entices me towards the festivities. A simple stand is set up on one side of the square where musicians play a jaunty tune. They tap their feet to the feet in time to the beat as dancers whirl around the center of the square. As we pass this square, giggles of girls offer circlets of flowers. Lena happily accepts hers and lets the girl place it in on her head.
It's so beautiful. Everything looks so different.
Her eyes sparkle as she taps her feet in the rhythm of the music as she watches the pairs of dancers jumping and twirling. For the first time ever since we met, Leanna's face holds no trace of caution. My eye is drawn to her as a smile lights up her entire face. She turns to me and I quickly look away. I hope she didn't catch me staring.
Would you like to dance?
Hell yeah! Time for some bumping and grinding. Can you handle my mad boy skills? I can't dance. Well, in real life, I'd probably say I can't dance. Sorry, I can't
worries.
dance.
I'll show you.
No. No, I mean, I won't dance.
Aw, come on. It's easy.
Before I can protest, Lena grabs
Let
me.
me show you how we do it here.
She takes my hand and pulls me to a secluded area on the dance
For
floor.
this song, we're gonna raise our right hands up like this so they touch.
She bends her elbow and holds her arm up to eye level, then moves my arm and matches her. I can feel the warmth of her fingers as they brush my own.
Our hands will stay here, and then we use our right foot to step to the right. Then left foot back. Then we'll shift our weight front and back in a ball change.
As she speaks, she demonstrates the
Then
steps.
we'll do the same thing on the left. Left foot left, right foot back, and ball change. Then we step to the right and spin from behind. Come on, try it with me.
Alright, we get into position and Leah counts off. And I spin and
5,
fall
6, 7, 8.
First I step. And the exit forming mitigation will be for future builds. Dance well. Matching Leah's step, I step with my right foot.
That's it.
Then I step with my left foot to the back and do the ball change. Next we do the same thing on the left side, then we stepped with our right and foot and spin. Early action vision. Dance well. Why the fuck would I say I dance like shit? Maybe I just really can bust a move and I just didn't want to. Yeah, do we do this right? Or are we supposed to be this far apart?
Yeah. Normally, we'd be facing our new partners, and we do the whole thing over again, starting with our left foot. And once that's done, we'll be facing each other again.
We go through the steps another time and manage to dance it
Wow,
perfectly.
you're a natural. Are you sure you've never done this before?
Her warm grin is infectious, and I find myself grinning just as broadly. It's because I had such a great teacher. Hey! You see that demeanor? Her cheeks flush as she's about to reply. Her gazes meet. Nina's breath catches her throat, and she seems to forget what she was about to say. For a second, I forget the crowds of people around us. All I can see is her. And then someone jostles us and we quickly look away. What just happened here? I catch her glancing at me and she smiles shyly.
So, do you think you're ready to join the rest of the dancers?
The question is, do I want to? I'm game if you are. I let my hand and she accepts it with that same coy smile. Then I lead her to the dance floor. It's adorable. We dance late into the night until our feet ache and our throats grow from hoarse from laughing. The party's still going strongly and I return to the inn and head into our separate rooms. That's unfortunate. I haven't had that much fun in ages. As I fall in my bed, I enter dreamland with an immense smile on my face. And that is another episode. Again, I really apologize for the last episode of me losing the recording. That kind of triggers me a bit, but that was cute. And definitely, I think, as Zach said correctly, at least when he first told me about this game, there's only one path, and it's the Leanna path. I don't know if there's more paths now. Don't know. I know they were. He said they were intending to add more paths, but I don't care because Leanna is bae, okay? So, that is another episode of Crystalline. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching.